live. Oh, where is my head this morning? Right, so get comfortable. Turn your emails off, turn your phone off. Right, I am live. I'm just going to, right, check that we are live. I'm coming back to Zoom. Daniel, hi, sorry, just getting everything sorted. So yeah, turn your emails off, turn your laptop off if you can, and actually see this as time for yourself to be yourself and actually take some time out. So we are live. Fabulous. So this week is Stress Awareness Week. So I'm focusing all on kind of stress and how mindfulness can help with that, because mindfulness is fantastic when it comes to kind of settling your thoughts and feelings and actually focusing on the here and now rather than letting things spiral out of control. So I've put a few things out on social media about how mindfulness can help with stress. And one of the reasons is that it helps you to focus better, which then can help you to be more productive at work, which I've said this from the beginning. Now, I always remember when I had a really stressful job and I had so many things going on in my head and I wasn't really thinking straight. And I had to write a letter for my boss at the time. I had to type up a letter, and I typed up this letter. And when I went into his office to put this letter down, I realized that I had already written the exact same letter, and I didn't even realize I'd done it. And this is where mindfulness can help, because it makes you more productive, because you focus on what you're doing rather than getting stressed, having all your thoughts and feelings kind of spiral out of control and you're thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. Actually taking a moment to pause, focus on your breath will actually make you more productive. And like I said, I rewrote this letter that I'd already done and didn't even realize. And actually that made me then waste time. So it's a really good thing to do with mindfulness is if you are feeling stressed, go for a walk, slow down an everyday activity like making a cup of tea. Focus on your breath for, a few minutes, which then brings me to another benefit of mindfulness. And that is that it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your calming system. It's where you basically focus on your breath. And as a result, it slows down your heart rate. It brings down your blood pressure, things like that. Now, the breath is so underrated, and yet it is so important. So actually just taking some time to focus on your breath will actually help to activate this parasympathetic nervous system. It also helps you to be more aware of your emotions. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, you can become more in tune with your emotions so that you notice if you are perhaps feeling a bit stressed. You can then actually take a step back and actually give yourself some space and think, right, why am I feeling stressed? Why am I feeling anxious? And actually, by loosening your grip on how you feel will actually help any kind of stress or anxiety to dissolve. And by using mindfulness, you actually disempower some of these negative thoughts and feelings that you might be having, because you're accepting them. You're accepting that you're stressed or anxious rather than trying to fight it. So that's where mindfulness is great. It helps you to become more in tune with your emotions. The other great benefit of practicing mindfulness is that it stops you from reacting head on, and it actually gives you a moment to kind of pause, reflect, get some perspective, and then make a decision, a wise decision, rather than reacting in a knee-jerk reaction, because you're actually pausing rather than reacting with emotion. Now, there's a really famous story that actually got turned into a book. And it's called something like the famous 1 second or something like that. And it's basically a story about a guy who, a very senior sort of executive management man who did an 8-week mindfulness course. And basically after this 8-week course, the teacher said to him, "What did you get from this course?" And he said, "I got 1 second." And the teacher was like, "Oh, you only got 1 second?" And this guy said, "No, you don't understand. This 1 second, when I have people coming to me asking questions and I need to make decisions, that 1 second gives me a moment to pause, get some perspective, and actually make a decision, a wise decision, rather than a decision that's based on emotion." So actually this 1 second enabled him to pause, take a moment, take a step back, and then make a conscious decision rather than reacting head on or, in a knee-jerk reaction. So many benefits that mindfulness can offer. And these is just a few of them. Each week, I'm going to be giving you a few more benefits as we go through Stress Awareness Month. So, without further ado, let's do some meditation. So I thought we might just do a really simple breathing body meditation where we are just focusing on the breath and we are activating this parasympathetic, love that word, nervous system. So getting comfortable, turning your emails off, your phone off, see this as time for yourself to be yourself. And just getting comfortable in your chair, sitting in an upright position, and either closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. And remember that we are trying to actually fall awake rather than fall asleep. So just taking a few moments to just settle yourself, settle your breath, settle your thoughts. Just start to actually notice your breathing. Just notice where it is. Is it around your nostrils or your mouth? Or is it in your belly, in your abdomen? And perhaps if it's in your abdomen, just notice the gentle rise and fall as you breathe in and out. And if you notice it around your nose and your mouth, maybe noticing the cool air as it enters and the warm air as it leaves. And you're not trying to change your breathing in any way. You are just noticing where your breath is. And once you've identified where your breath is most prominent, just sit with it for a moment. Remember that the breath is the only thing that's in the present moment. And the present moment is where true happiness is. Everything else is just remembering or imagining. So just sitting with this breath. And And if your mind wanders, which it most probably will, just acknowledge these thoughts and bring them back to your breath. In mindfulness, we're not trying to stop our thoughts. It's actually the opposite. We're acknowledging them. We're accepting them. We're just bringing them back to the focus of our breath. And if your mind wanders once, twice, 1,000 times, just keep bringing it back to your breath. Once, twice, 1,000 times. Just allow your awareness of your breathing to continue. Just focusing on every in and every out breath. And now we're just going to expand our awareness from our breath to our body. Just allow your attention to expand from the fairly narrow focus of your breathing into the wider focus of your breathing and your body. Just think of this as a more open, wide and spacious awareness of your body as a whole. Your body as a whole, unified and strong presence. You might like to imagine your body being like a mountain, strong, grounded, and stable. Just let yourself be aware, if you can, of your breathing into your whole body. In effect, your whole body breathing. Which, of course, your whole body does breathe through your skin. So just imagine you're breathing into every part of your body, filling it with this nourishing breath. As you breathe in and out. And once again, your mind might have wandered. And if it has, just acknowledge where your mind has wandered to. Be curious about it. And then just very gently bring your mind back to your breathing. Breathing into your whole body. And if your mind has wandered, just notice where it has gone. Has it gone into worries or stress or the day ahead or the morning that's been? Just acknowledge it. Try and be non-judgmental and non-self-critical. Just acknowledge this thought where it's wandered to. And just bring it back to your breath, to the here and now. Just notice if any parts of your body feel uncomfortable or are maybe storing some stress, like your shoulders or your neck or your stomach. And just breathe into these parts of your body. Breathe in and out and just soften. Soften any part of your body where you might be storing anything. And remember, in this practice, like all mindfulness, can be thought of as in the realm of being in the moment, rather than that thing that seems to fill our lives, which is doing, always doing things. Being in the moment allows us to slow down and to pay attention and to focus. So just continue to focus on your breathing for a few more moments, breathing in and out. Just allowing yourself to have this time for yourself. Focusing on everything. That surrounds you, focusing on your breath. And now just start to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Perhaps just gently opening your eyes. Perhaps taking a moment to change your posture, maybe stretching up. Just bringing your awareness back to your morning, to the present moment. Just taking a few moments to just sit here and just collect yourself, just be in this perfect moment of just being rather than doing. So often we're caught up in this doing mode where we're caught up inside our heads, but actually by taking a moment to breathe, to pause, we can actually just be in the present moment where true happiness lies and is. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, this is Stress Awareness Month, so we will be focusing a lot on how to reduce stress and how mindfulness can help with that. I've had a couple of comments on Facebook. The book I mentioned is worth reading. Yes, I will find out the name of the book. I've got it. In fact, yeah, it's a good one. So I will share that with you, if not on social media, next week. So Rupert, Jackie, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining me on Facebook. Daniel, Alan, it's so great to have you guys here. I'm going to finish the session. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a fantastic day, fantastic week, and I will see you all next Wednesday. So bye for now. Mwah. See you later. Thank you so much. Bye.